So Compute Engine is a service in Google Cloud which will enable you to create a VM. Okay, Compute Engine is nothing but a virtual machine service in Azure. Okay, so here in Google we have yeah, here in Google we have three types of Compute Engine, which is general purpose workload. In It is mentioned as E2, N2, and N2D and N1. Okay, this is This is suitable for the development and testing environment. In Azure, you may have a D series, right? So similar to that D series, A series. So similar to that family. And then we have optimized memory optimized, which requires, let's say your workload requires more memory, such as SAP workload. Then you can go with M2 and M1. If you compare it with Azure, it is in Azure we have something called E series. Okay, then we have a compute optimized. For example, your VM workload requires more compute or more CPU. It means, so example, gaming or AI, machine learning, etc. workload. They can go with the compute optimized machines. And for example, if you compare it with Azure, it is a F series VMs in Azure. Okay, so then we have something called instance template. Instance template is nothing but the template you can create in GCP to deploy the VMs. For example, in a VM where you create a VM template, right? So similarly, here you can create a template and then you can deploy VMs from that template. Okay. Then we have something called sole tenant node. This is very important. Sole tenant node is nothing but let me talk about sole tenant node, what it is. So for example, can you mute? Like actually someone's mic is turned on. Can you mute? Okay. So for example, this is your GCP. Okay. So in GCP is nothing but like you'll have a host, right? On-prem we have a VMware or hypervisor, etc. Right? Hyper-Vs and servers. In GCP also they have a host. Okay. So in host you will deploy VMs. We deploy multiple VMs. For example, I am the customer X customer, so I'm creating a VM. For example, this is host 1, this is host 2. Okay, I'm deploying a VM. It may deploy in host 1 or host 2, wherever it is. Okay, now I'm coming another customer, he will deploy the VM. It may also create the host in the VM in the same host or in a different host. Okay, so it is like in the host you will have VMs belongs to different customers. Okay, so this is normally like this is a similar in if you take any public cloud, this is the concept. Okay, but this is isolated within your what is say like VPC and all. Okay. Okay, so now the thing is now you have a financial customer. Okay, you don't want to share your resource with the general host. Okay, so you want a dedicated host which is only dedicated to customer XYZ, and nobody else should deploy VMs on it. So this is called sole tenant. Sole tenant means Google will give you a dedicated host, so it is only to you, so no one else can deploy VMs on it, so that you can achieve your compliance or whatever the regulatory. You're clear, right, on the sole tenant?
I think in Azure some same word is coming like
I think yes. I don't remember the exact word, but
yeah,
the option
right.
is available. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, like the beauty of public cloud is only the name is different. At the end, the concept is everything is similar. Okay, so then we have something called Google committed use. So this is you have to take care of when you deploying the VMs. Google committed use means reserved instance. So reserved instance means you are saying Google that I'm going to use 100 VMs for the next 1 year or 2 years, so that you will get 50 to 60% discounts. For example, if you are paying $300 for VM, so you can pay almost $150 because you're straight away you will get 50 to 60% if you do the Google committed use. This is similar to your reserved instance in Azure. Okay, so for example, if you are planning for a static VDI for 100 user for 3 years, always plan, keep it in a mind that you will go with the committed use so that you can save money, lot of money.